Welcome to AssistEdge RPA Trigger Management. Running automation processes by robots using AssistEdge RPA is divided into two steps: creating and commissioning a robot, triggering the robot. In configuring the first robot module, you learned how to create and configure a robot which is currently in the running state. Let's now understand what's meant by triggering a robot. Right now, the robot is assigned to a particular profile and is in the running state, but is not notified about which process to execute and when to start executing. Creating a trigger using the trigger management window in Control Tower is the process in which automation request of a process in the corresponding profile is sent to the robot to start executing. One can configure two types of triggers: schedule-based, continuous monitoring. Schedule-based triggers are chosen when the process has to be executed in regular intervals or on daily, weekly, or monthly basis. Interval-based triggers take an input of a particular value of time, for example, every 15 minutes. Daily triggers are triggered at the start time every day till the specified end by date. Weekly triggers trigger the request on specific days of a week or nth week. Monthly triggers trigger the request on specific days of a month. On the other hand, continuous monitoring triggers are that which continuously monitors a source location and sends automation requests to the robot based on any changes that may happen at the source location. The source location can be in file system, email, FTP, or SFTP. Let's go to the trigger manager and explore further. In case of file system, the path of the file and the file name are provided to continuously monitor the respective file. Whereas in email, the authentication details of the user and the folder in the mailbox to be monitored are provided. Similarly, for remote machine monitoring using FTP and SFTP, the required details include user authentication details, machine IP address, port number, and details of the file to be monitored. Trigger expiration is the time after which the trigger gets expired. Retry trigger is to trigger the request again in case it gets timed out, or process execution gets an exception in a certain step while executing. On checking the retry trigger checkbox, the number of retries and retry interval are provided. Starts on is to configure the trigger to start monitoring from a specific time and date, while ends by is to specify to stop monitoring until the end or on a specific day. Once the trigger is created, the user has the provision to edit and delete the trigger in the trigger management window. Explore demonstration videos to start creating triggers.